everyone, welcome to Your Naruto Professor, your guided tour through the world of Naruto. If you've always wanted to get into Naruto but felt overwhelmed by the number of episodes, the world building, or all the ninja jargon, this video is for you. Today's lesson is a spoiler-safe beginner's guide. We'll cover 1. How the shinobi system works, 2. The 5 great nations and their hidden villages, 3. What chakra is and how it works, 4. The 3 main types of jutsu, ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu. No major plot spoilers, no ending spoilers. This is safe for brand new viewers. Let's start class. Chapter 1. The Shinobi System. In Naruto, the world is organized around hidden villages full of professional ninja, called shinobi. These shinobi are basically the military forces of their nations. Villages take on missions, earn money, and protect their people. Each ninja goes through a rank system. Academy student, kids learning basics, reading, writing, and how not to die 101. Genin, entry-level ninja. This is where Naruto and his friends start. They work in 3-person squads with a Jonin sensei. Chunin, middle-class ninja. They lead small teams and handle more serious missions. Jonin, elite ninja. Highly skilled, often mentors for Genin teams and handle dangerous missions. Kage, the leader of a hidden village. Think, the strongest, most trusted shinobi, responsible for protecting the entire village. Missions are ranked from low-risk chores to dangerous operations. You'll hear these mission ranks a lot. D rank, easy. Pet retrieval, farm work, simple chores. C rank, slight risk, guarding merchants, simple escorts. B and A rank, higher risk, enemy ninja involvement likely. S rank, top level, extremely dangerous missions, assassinations, high-level espionage, or anything involving powerful enemy ninja. These are usually handled by elite jonin or special units. These ranks and missions are how villages make money, build reputation, and keep their people safe. Now that you know how the shinobi system works on the individual level, let's zoom out and look at the world map. The Great Nations and their Hidden Villages. Chapter 2. The Great Nations and Hidden Villages. The Naruto world is divided into several countries, but the most important are the 5 great shinobi nations. Each great nation has a country, ruled politically by a feudal lord, a hidden village, the military power, led by a Kage. The balance of power between these nations is what shapes most of Naruto's world. Let's go through the big 5. 1. The Land of Fire, Konohagakure, Hidden Leaf Village. Element, fire. Leader, Hokage. This is Naruto's home village and the main setting early on. Its symbol is a leaf with a spiral. 2. The Land of Wind, Sunagakure, Hidden Sand Village. Element, wind. Leader, Kazekage. A desert nation, sand shinobi often use sand and wind-based techniques. 3. Land of Water, Kirigakure, Hidden Mist Village. Element, water. Leader, Mizukage. Surrounded by oceans and mist, known for brutal training and deadly swordsmen. 4. The Land of Lightning, Kumogakure, Hidden Cloud Village. Element, lightning. Leader, Raikage. Mountainous with powerful, fast, lightning-style shinobi. 5. Land of Earth, Iwagakure, Hidden Stone Village. Element, earth. Leader, Tsuchikage. Rocky terrain, famous for tough, earth-style users. These nations don't just sit peacefully side by side. There's history, wars, alliances, and rivalries between them. Sometimes they cooperate. Sometimes they're in open conflict. The shinobi villages are like nuclear powers. Each one is trying to stay strong enough that no one else wants to start a fight. Beyond the big 5, there are smaller nations and villages, like the Land of Waves, that don't have the same military power and often get caught in between these larger forces. So, when you see different headband symbols or hear about different Kage, you're really seeing the political map of Naruto's world in action. Now that we understand the big political picture, the great nations and their hidden villages, let's zoom in on what actually makes a shinobi powerful. All of those battles, techniques, and crazy feats you see in Naruto come from one core concept, chakra. So in Chapter 3, let's break down what chakra is and how it works. Chapter 3. What is chakra? To understand anything in Naruto, you need to understand chakra. In this world, chakra is the basic energy used to perform jutsu, the ninja techniques you see in the show. You can think of chakra as a mix of two things. 1. Physical energy comes from your body, your cells, your stamina, your physical condition. Training, exercise, and rest affect this. 2. Spiritual energy comes from your mind, willpower, experience, mental focus. Grows as you learn, survive battles, and gain life experience. Shinobi mold these two energies together inside their bodies to create chakra. Then they control and shape that chakra using hand seals, those rapid hand signs you see, concentration and focus to guide the chakra where it needs to go. If they do it correctly, they can walk on water, climb trees without using their hands, breathe fire, create illusions, and more, depending on their talents. Important points. Everyone has chakra, but not everyone can use it like a ninja. Using too much chakra is dangerous. Overuse leads to exhaustion, injury, or even death. Skill isn't just about having a lot of chakra, it's about control. Two shinobi with the same amount of chakra can be very different in power if one has better control and technique. You'll also hear about chakra natures, like fire, water, lightning, wind, and earth. These are elemental flavors of chakra, and different characters are naturally aligned with different types. We'll explore that in depth in a future lesson. So now we know what chakra is and how shinobi mold it. The next question is, what do they actually do with it? In Naruto, almost every technique you see falls into one of three main categories. In Chapter 4, let's break down the three primary types of jutsu: ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu. Chapter 4. The three main categories of jutsu. Now that we know what chakra is, let's look at how it's used. In Naruto, jutsu, the ninja techniques, are usually grouped into three main categories. 1. Ninjutsu, ninja techniques. 2. Genjutsu, illusion techniques. 3. Taijutsu, body techniques, hand-to-hand combat. Ninjutsu. Ninjutsu is the broadest category. These are chakra-based techniques that create a physical effect. Examples of what ninjutsu can do, without spoiling specific moves: manipulate elements like fire, water, wind, lightning, and earth. Create clones or copies of yourself. Heal injuries using medical chakra. Enhance your body temporarily for speed, strength, or defense. Most of the flashy, super-powered attacks you see in Naruto are some kind of ninjutsu. 2. Genjutsu. Genjutsu targets the mind and senses rather than the body. Instead of creating real physical effects, genjutsu distorts what the target sees, hears, or feels. Can create convincing illusions, fake pain, fake surroundings, fake allies or enemies. Is used for distraction, interrogation, or mental torture in more advanced cases. Breaking out of genjutsu usually requires disrupting your chakra flow, receiving help from an ally, or having very strong mental discipline. Genjutsu is all about control over perception. 3. Taijutsu. Taijutsu is physical combat, punches, kicks, grapples, and weapon techniques, often enhanced by chakra, but not always relying on hand seals. Key traits of taijutsu. Focuses on speed, strength, technique, and reflexes. Useful when your chakra is low or when the enemy is resistant to illusions and long-range attacks. Can be extremely dangerous in close-quarters combat. Some shinobi specialize in taijutsu and can overwhelm even powerful ninjutsu users by getting in close and never letting up. So those are the 3 pillars of combat in Naruto: ninjutsu, genjutsu, and taijutsu. Together with the shinobi ranks, the great nations, and the concept of chakra, you now have the basic toolkit to understand this world. Let's wrap up with a quick recap and talk about where we're heading next in this series. Wrapping up the lesson. Let's quickly recap what you've learned today. The shinobi system, academy, genin, chunin, jonin, and kage. The 5 great nations and their hidden villages form the power balance of the world. Chakra is the combination of physical and spiritual energy molded to perform techniques. The 3 main jutsu categories are ninjutsu, physical and elemental techniques; genjutsu, illusions that affect the mind; taijutsu, hand-to-hand and physical combat. This is the foundation you need to understand what's going on in the early episodes of Naruto without spoiling the story. If this helped you, hit subscribe and join me for the next lesson, where we'll dive deeper into things like chakra nature, Kekkei Genkai, bloodline abilities, and how different villages develop different fighting styles, still without endgame spoilers. I'm your Naruto professor. Class dismissed.